So some things have happened. I actually broke my old phone, dropped it on the bathroom floor by accident, completely destroyed the screen, and I thought that was going to lock me out of my Teppen account forever. But it turns out I actually did write down a transfer code on a post-it note. I just lost it. But I got a new phone, my account is back, so I figured I should play some Teppen for you guys. Now, I'm not completely in the loop on all the meta changes that have happened closing in on the end of this year as we get towards the Teppen World Finals for 2020. So I decided to yoink something from Twitter. Shoutouts to Valstrax Plays Teppen on Twitter for sharing this deck that he seems to really enjoy, and it looks super aggressive, which is my playstyle. So I figured I would give it a spin. If you want to check it out for yourself, here's the QR code for it. Again, all credit goes to Valstrax Plays Teppen for this deck. I believe the Thirsty Games also helped him tighten up the list a little bit too. Let's see how it does in ranked. So I've been super busy and just kind of playing whatever, whenever I could, occasionally doing some streams, and a few of you reached out to me and said, I just want you to play the game and I just want to hear you talk about it. I don't really care what deck you play or what your purpose is behind it. We just want to see you play the game. So that is what I am doing. Queued up, I am here to play, and I'm just going to talk about the play as we go, because I know so many of you have reached out. I've gotten a lot busier in terms of my real life obligations. Let me tell you, every message that I've received from you guys has been absolutely fantastic. Makes me smile. I love you guys, and I'm so glad that so many of you are still here. Okay, so the idea behind this, and I played a dog deck before. The dog is what ended up allowing me to win one of the lower brackets of the Teppen Trial Cup, which happened earlier this year. So my goal is to kind of be aggressive in a similar way. So that's what we're going to do. And we're in B rank because we haven't played in a minute. And we're just going to keep on playing and we're going to see what happens. We're just going to be aggressive, because there's no reason not to be. Shouldn't have initially used that, but he could be attempting to bait me. But I don't really have a choice but to use the wall jump here. It could be a bait, but I'm not 100% sure. It turns out that it's not. He doesn't really lose any ground for it, so that big of a deal. I would like to play Rashid, because Rashid is really, really good if we can get some levels on him. Here we have here. What is it? Is it Here Pet the Dog? Yeah, or Here Let Me Pet You. Which is a fantastic card. So we're going to get some level ups here on good old Rashid. He's going to get some extra... Oh no, he gets the level up. Okay, alright. So I was mistaken and my brain wasn't working properly. You know what? Totally okay. We're going to kill this dude. Pop him off. And then I think Chill Penguin is the next... Oh, big time. Easily the next one. Here it comes. All right, so unfortunately I was too slow, so we're gonna lose Amy there, and we're gonna lose that as well. But you know what? Still kind of tearing it up, so I think it's okay. I think it's totally okay that we continue to tear it up. We're gonna be in good shape. Gonna be in good shape, and I know at least like a week or two ago, the consensus was we don't like the dog. The dog is awful. Well, here you go, working towards putting the dog down just for you. So we could play Killer Bee Strike Cammy, but I don't really want to commit to something that big when we can just play this fella right here, and maybe we'll do the sneaky sneak. And I actually think what we're going to try to do... Okay, we didn't get there. We were a little late, but it's actually totally fine. So we will probably do Battle at the Summit to give ourselves some... Okay, he didn't really give us the chance. So that dies anyway, so it's totally fine. Totally fine. Shaking the rust off, but hey, we're in there. Dive Attack, Franken Punch. You know, Dive Attack has this, and I wish Dive Attack were better than it actually was, but it's in this unfortunate situation where it's always going to be dependent on board state. And I know I've said this before, but hero arts that are not dependent on board state are always going to be better than the ones that are. I mean, it's just the way it is. We'll start with Rashid. Play into possibly Jamba. Oh, okay, some big. All right, so he's gonna be looking to chew me up a little bit, but that's okay. Love to get Sun out here. We're gonna do this because it would have been more beneficial to do it earlier, I think, but the fact that we're gonna potentially get... Okay, so the spread there is not fantastic, but it's not as bad as it could be. This, like that. Okay. Effective. We're not going to waste hero art here. In fact, we could put a ton of pressure on with Chun, which is what I... Actually, no. We're going to do this. So seal up Rashid, especially because he has that bonus attack, which, if you guys are not familiar with it, Rashid's growth points, the damage is based off of his current attack point. So that's definitely something we don't want to let get out of hand. And honestly, we're just gonna drop Big Chun. Like, the amount of pressure we have put on in this moment is almost going to be too much for him to handle. So we should be in fine shape here. I mean, Chun's coming in and chipping for massive damage. We don't have Agent's Memories at its tip-toppiest of shape, but it's... So, aggressive decks, Melting Faces, Genesis. I think I have... It's been a long time since I've played a Genesis. I will say that. I'm very confident it has been a long time. And I really need to bone up on a lot of the changes that have been made with the balance changes, because I know there's been a lot of Jill play, I feel like. And maybe I'm mistaken in terms of what I'm talking about. I just feel like when I get on Twitter, I see people talking about Jill, which definitely makes me happy. So this is risky. It's super, super risky, and in fact, I'm sure a bunch of people are like, what are you doing, Stout? Why are you playing like this? But we're kind of already there. You know what I mean? Maybe we can pop this Cody before that triggers. Okay, not quite enough, so he does end up getting the extra explorers, but we do have board presence, even though I think we're a little bit behind in terms of MP. We do have board presence, so, and I mean, honestly, we want these units to die. They're maxed out in terms of growth. That's fine. We want him to kick the bucket. Otherwise, there's just not much we can do here. The next play will undoubtedly be Jamba. We're going to save hero art because we kind of want to save it in a moment where we could potentially edge the win out here. Not make any... Should be tight enough. Could have been a little later, but it was tight enough. Okay, there you go. There you go. There's some Nero action for you. I do want to apologize for having been away for a little bit and just being so freaking busy that I can't sit down and cut a YouTube. So I wanted to cut something for you guys this weekend. I've had the itch, just now finally have the time to do it. So now is when I want you to tell me what comes next. If there's things you want me to play in Teppen, send decks my way. I would love to take them for a spin. If there's other mobile games, if you want me to go back to War of the Visions, some of you guys have mentioned you want me to play Gwent or something similar, just let me know. I'm kind of open-minded and go with the flow right now. Hey, I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Keep wearing your mask. Please wash your hands and be safe and smart.